Hey guys, welcome back. I'm FilthyRobot, playing D&D with you guys, my viewers. So, what are we doing? Right now, we are chasing down goblins. They don't want to fight, but they aren't dying real quick either, so it's taking a while. So we're chasing them around town, shooting them. Shooting them as they swim, shooting them as they run, smacking them as they run, shooting them as they don't run, the whole fucking thing, over and over again. So that's where we're at, and that's what we're going to continue doing until they're all fucking dead. So we take it up from there? Do you guys think my summaries get better as the night progresses? I was gonna say as I drink more, but it doesn't always go hand in hand. It just mostly goes hand in hand.
Let's go with probably not.
Well, that's one vote out of 4. The others were silent. I'll accept that as a affirm. So we're 4-1. Got it.
All right, Eryn.
I want to ask: is the mountain steep enough for them? Like they can climb it, or they can't?
They can climb it.
They could climb.
These are goblin mountaineers. They will fucking climb that shit.
95.
It's not super steep. It's also not super high either.
What's going to happen if I have already disadvantage and I am like the second range of the weapon?
Nothing.
It doesn't stack. It's just disadvantage.
They're all disadvantaged, so it's better to use the crossbow. Okay.
Sometimes I'll adjudicate that you've got so many disadvantages that it's literally impossible.
Okay,
but
that's why I'm asking for this. Like
in this case, I mean, it's prone, so disadvantage plus range disadvantage. It's just disadvantage. You can roll it. It's not impossible.
it's like I will try again. Shoot the marked one with my crossbow then.
Good.
If I can with a javelin, your +8 should have no problem.
I'm trying, but the second roll is always like 2 or 3. Ah, this is better.
Looks pretty good.
20's a hit. Which one you hit?
The marked one.
All right. Damage.
Damage plus mark. I guess that's enough.
Plus Colossus Slayer.
Yep.
And plus favorite enemy.
Yeah. It's a billion damage.
Yeah,
That is
that's quite enough.
Eryn is just a goblin slaying machine.
All right, 17, 25, 27 damage to it. Yeah. Okay.
And that's my turn for now.
The arrow hits
Barros.
him, and his chest just explodes. Like, no one knows what you fucking put in those arrows, but crossbow bolts, I guess. All right, I'm checking the 2
to the
rooms
bottom,
again,
slowly.
starting with the one that is not the Morak or Gray's one.
Okay. So this one, it looks different. So you look in the room, and one of the rocks has punched a hole in the roof and tore away most of the floor as well. So where before in the common room you saw like the bedding and stuff like that had been punched through,
Come through the roof.
it came from this, seemingly came from this room.
Okay.
There are 2 destroyed beds, or the remains which weren't punched through, and the wardrobe as it went through the chamber, leaving a desk and a chair tucked under a window in the northeast corner of the room, unscathed.
Okay.
That's pretty much what you see here.
All right, then I will move on to the office of Morak Urgray.
Okay. So you move on to that one, and you open it up. Most of the furnishings in this room were also destroyed when a rock sort of flattened the corner of the room. But hanging on the east wall, there is a tapestry depicting a mountain landscape of some kind. And tucked under the window in the southeast corner is a locked wooden chest. And yeah, that's what you see.
Okay. I assume I am out of movement and actions for doing those 2 rooms.
You've still got a little bit of movement left, but
All right, I will head downstairs then.
okay.
And I'm looking to move to the northeastern cluster of buildings here. Assuming these are buildings again.
Okay, so through the pantry bay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably get to, like, the door, we'll say.
Thank you. That's me done.
Erifror.
I shout to Nalla, "So you managed to get it?" I think I reply.
He would have heard.
So you guys have
scream,
got this.
no
So
escape,
we'll
right?
just go to Eryn versus Goblin at this point.
I'm thinking
All
that's
right.
good.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds good.
So it's Eryn's turn. No, it's the goblin's turn. Sorry.
He should
it's
move the goblin.
And then he's going to attempt to clamber. Okay. He drags himself out. Okay. He's up on the embankment now. Eryn, your turn.
He's not prone, so I can shoot him with longbow without disadvantage.
He's prone. He dragged himself out and he's prone.
He's still prone. Okay, never mind.
He's not stood up yet. He didn't have the movement to.
Okay, so then disadvantage with my crossbow, and like it's too far away for me to mark him.
This man,
18's a hit.
This man's rolls are insane.
I know, it's a 10.
14.
It's not even that high. 14?
14.
Alright. Not enough to do it.
And he wasn't hit, so no Colossus Slave. Okay.
It's time to go swimming. Don't be a pussy.
He stands up and starts legging it. Your turn.
Wait, can I see? Oh, I can see him. How far is this?
Poor goblin. I'm like 500 meters away. What's going on?
Hey, this was a long time ago when Spade played the original Belisarius, right? There was this shot that he made with a longbow, and it was at disadvantage. It was that fucking far away against an orc that was running away to alert his mates in a cave, right? And like, he rolled a natural 20 and a 19 on the disadvantage. And like, they had tried to hit this thing for about 3 rounds as it was running away, and everybody was missing out of like 6 people, and he just made this, and it was literally the last shot, and killed him before he got to the cave.
Clearly we're not going to have that kind of awesomeness right now.
Nope.
Nope.
And then he's going to escape at that point.
That's oh man.
He's
So
going to run.
close,
more hit.
So close. You just action surge. Do it again.
He might just bleed out.
Don't think so.
Not likely.
He's a goblin. He'll just disengage from the bleed.
And then if I can move, I would.
Alright,
Yeah,
so we're out of combat time now.
Okay. I want to go back to my subdued goblin friend.
I want to simultaneously, I don't care how we resolve this, but I want to check both the 2 northern houses up here and this house here. Right there.
So,
Same
well,
here.
move yourself to whichever house. Do you guys want to rendezvous with him? I'm talking to Nalla and Erifror here.
Ideally, yeah.
I'm not waiting
Okay.
on them. If they are coming my way, that's fine, but I'm not waiting on them. So if anything...
Not yet, but they get there by the time of the second house.
Okay.
Okay. This one... There's a muddy fenced-in yard next to the residence here, containing wooden feeding troughs and chicken coops. You see the corpses of 2 goblins which are here. For the most part, this building is destroyed, but you could try searching through it, see what you can find.
Yep.
You see a large rock having destroyed most of the building, and you can still see it there.
I'd like to give it at least a cursory plus examination. I don't want to be ridiculous with it. I'm not expecting. I just want to make sure I'm checking. I'm also particularly keeping my eyes open for bodies that aren't goblins. Like, I want to see any townsfolk anywhere.
Okay. So you kind of like enter into the ruins, and underneath the large rock that's there, the boulder, you sort of see half the remains of a human-sized female,
Okay.
sort of crushed beneath this this stone.
Ouch.
All right. Should we switch to someone else or continue on with this?
You guys can all go to part 7. I presume, Eryn, you're not doing anything. You're just looking after the goblin, right?
Yeah, I won't go back to the goblin, pull out my dagger, and just like guard him
Okay.
for the time being. I'm waiting for others to come to me or for him to wake up. But
Okay. All right. So you guys can all go to that southern building here, which is the one I think you were going to.
Yep.
I think if Nalla sees that Barros is clearing houses, unless Barros is asking for Nalla to go with him, then Nalla would probably go up into the other watchtowers and go up to the top of the watchtower and look around for anything, and if she doesn't see anything, then go back down and go to the next watchtower and repeat.
All right.
The only thing I would have said, not to Nalla, but I would have actually said this to Erifror, is I would have said, I would have asked, what's happening with Eryn? Is he all right? I assume I would have got the response from those of you that, he's watching over a goblin you guys had caught. And then I would have said to Erifror, isn't it Erifror who speaks goblin?
No,
Eryn.
Oh, it's Eryn that speaks goblin. Oh, okay. Never mind. I wouldn't have
That's why I stayed with him,
Yeah,
in
cool.
case.
Alright, then I will just...
Yeah. Okay. The tower that you're searching there, there are 2 pigs which are chewing on some grass near the base of the tower.
Goblin spies.
Is that normal?
Well, right next to it, there is seemingly a pig pen,
Okay.
which is what Barros just investigated. And the tower itself, there's nothing of interest in it. It's just an empty tower for the most part.
And outside of town?
Oh.
And outside of town? Like, she's making it a point to also look outside of town to see if anything is approaching or in the distance that she can see.
Looks pretty clear.
Okay.
Okay, Barros, which building do you search next?
The southern one here.
Alright.
I'll assist.
My useless familiar come back yet? It's supposed to be searching for danger and letting me know. And didn't spot those goblins and report to me? Because it seems pretty fucking fail.
Just didn't report. Like, it saw some danger. It can't report it to you. Like, it can fly back to you.
Okay. Is that just what kind of slipped your mind, or is my orders not precise enough?
Well, I mean, if you want it to fly and it sees an enemy fly back to you, like, we can arrange that, and I now understand what it is that you want it to do.
Yeah, not upset about it, just like worried. I wasn't quite sure if it was my mistake or just that was, if you were telling me I was making a mistake by role-playing it or not, so it wasn't clear.
Okay. Okay, so you open the door to this, and an arrow comes flying through the air towards you with an 18 to hit.
That's not gonna, let me see, 13. Wait a minute.
It's on your character sheet?
Because it changes based on states. So I have a shield out. I'm on mage armor, which is 13, and an armor, which is 15, rather. There's something else I'm missing. The fuck is it?
Shield, dex to mage armor.
Oh, mage armor is 13 plus dex is 16. Then it's 18. 18 hits.
Okay. So that's 8 points of piercing damage that you take.
Okay.
Barros, your turn.
What do I see that?
You see there's a goblin on upper rafters currently hiding behind something. Currently hiding behind haystacks.
What would the path take me to him be like?
You would need to move to the side of the inside of this building and then like go up some stairs to the upper level.
Sure. What would it take me?
It would take about 30 feet to get there. I'd say you could get in melee range from there.
Okay, I will yell as I'm doing this. Another one's still alive here, and I will run up to the goblin, and I will attack it.
Probably there. Yeah. Okay. 22 is a hit.
Cool. I will roll for damage.
10. Very good. Erifror, you can take movement here.
Yep. So I'll go in from the other entrance. How far away is the goblin from the other entrance?
Like the landing is above you, but you can see the stairs there. It would probably be about 40 feet for you.
Okay, I will just change out to the light crossbow then. I'll go in to the building. I'll take out the light crossbow and I'll shoot at it. The light crossbow.
Okay. Roll for it. It's in cover, but yeah.
It must be so demoralizing, by the way, to just be discovered and casually have someone walk up to you and be like, "Oh, another one's alive in here."
What can I say? I'm unconcerned.
Right.
Tens a miss. His turn. He's just going to attack you with a scimitar. It's a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right, Barros, your turn.
I will attack him.
You're probably like here, Galg. Okay, go for it.
It's a miss.
9 is a miss. Erifror.
No, I was going to go in from the other entrance.
Yeah, I know you did, and then you would have to move there. Like
Right. Okay.
the landing goes this way, right? And the stairs are this way.
Okay. I'll walk up a bit, like maybe another another 5 feet, and I'll shoot with the crossbow again.
Go for it. It's a miss. Scimitar against Barros again, 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Barros, your turn.
I will attack him with my rapier. Gonna just
Go for
try
it.
to run him through again.
21's a hit. Roll for damage. And dead.
Good. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, what else do I see in this room besides Mr. Holdout here?
Okay, up in the loft area, it's filled with haystacks, sacks of oats, and you see as the goblin falls, he has a coin pouch and a sack, and yeah.
Coin pouch and sack. Okay, I haven't quite got to there yet. I was keeping track of the things I want to do once combat is done for sure and we've cleared out the area. So I'm happy to do
This is just immediately what you see, but yeah.
Okay. All right.
So we can save it for later.
Yep, that's fine.
No, yeah. Okay, you see as a dirt floor, there are 5 draft horses and 5 riding horses, which are confined to wooden stalls in the north and south walls. Hanging on the walls, there are bit spreadles and leather saddles. Yeah, that's what you see. Nalla, where do you go?
I would clear the west watchtower also. Again, also at the top, looking to the countryside for anything else as well.
Okay, so this is kind of positioned between 2 graveyards to your south and to your east, but there's nothing of interest in this tower.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do now? Because we're not in combat time here. So.
Okay.
We're just going to keep clearing houses.
Yeah, so you
I
just need
think
to
we've
move
done it,
and tell me which one.
I think there's still some to the south.
There's a lot of houses to the south.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You haven't
of them,
actually checked like any of these houses.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
the windmill.
All right. After getting shot at, though, I will approach each house, and before I enter the door, I will take a dodge action, and then I will enter them. So I'm readying myself to be shot at after this goblin, essentially.
Alright. That one.
I guess the door is there.
Since Erifror, yeah, cool. I was
Why
gonna
don't
say-
why don't I go in first and I'll do the dodge action?
You're more than welcome to. I don't really care who goes first. I'll do a different one if you're doing that. It's fine.
Okay, so the field to the south is seemingly a vegetable farm of some kind. This cottage wasn't damaged, but there is a rock which fell in the garden, and there's a human man crushed underneath, still visible. The door of the cottage is open, and you kind of like look inside, and the place is a shambles, seemingly already having been looted.
Okay. Do I see anything moving in there? No.
No.
Okay.
All right. All right. Nalla, you go somewhere else now?
Yeah, she would go to these watchtowers and she would check them for goblins, obviously, but also then she would check to see what the mechanism for pulling up the drawbridge would be.
So these two watchtowers, they form a gatehouse of sorts.
Okay.
Each tower contains a winch.
So there's it's like an archway, so you could just walk from one end to the other end, right? Over the top. Or are they like two separate towers?
Yeah. There's like battlements which reach across as a bridge between them. Yeah, so there are two winches, one in each of these gatehouses.
And so Nalla by herself could not put up the drawbridge?
Usually a drawbridge require both to be turned at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. Erifror, Barros, where do you go now?
Did it move
I guess
you so
I'll-
I did do the waypoint thing or no?
I see you in two different places now. I see Erifror and Barros in two different locations, so...
Oh.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I'm not entering
Erifror's
with. I'm not entering with. Wow. Wow, your name Erifror. I'm not. God damn it, Gal. Pick a real name.
Would Erifror have opened that door first?
No.
Which one?
I'm
This
not
one
going out
here?
of my way for that.
The west one. I'm just saying, if we're kind of almost taking turns clearing places,
Sure.
then...
You
Yeah.
can open that one.
Yeah,
I'll
we
open
get
the
here
next one.
first. Okay. Okay, this one... There are flowers in small flower gardens outside, and there are many flower pots around the home. There's a rock which fell in the front room of the house, and you don't see a body, but you see blood smatterings coming out from underneath the rock that landed in this house. Roll me a perception check.
Who?
Erifror.
Nice.
Wow.
Of all times to roll a natural.
You kind of like walk around the room itself, and there's like a strange creaking sound when you like step over one plank specifically.
Ooh.
Survivors.
It's not wyverns. It's fucking secret. What did you say, Ricky?
Survivors.
Oh, survivors.
I said
Survivors.
survivors. It probably didn't catch the first part.
Okay.
It's not wyverns.
I tried stepping on that plank again. Is it creaking again?
Yeah, and it kind of like gives away a little bit underneath like the weight of your armor. There's like definitely some give to this plank.
Small figure.
I
on the
know.
floor says to yourself to eat less.
I knock. I go down to the plank, to the floor. I knock on the plank.
It's not supported.
How wide is this plank?
It's like half a foot wide.
All right. I knock again. I say, "We're not goblins. We're here to help. Is there anyone here?"
6 inches wide, Cal.
There's no response.
I try to remove the plank.
Using anything specifically, or just your hands?
I'll try with my hands first, I guess. If it
Okay.
budges with my hands, then
It's not too difficult to actually like get a grip on this thing. Okay, so you remove it, and you find underneath there is a herbalism kit. There is a vial with some green, leaf-colored green liquid, and there's also a pouch. And you kind of like open the pouch, and you find 15 gold pieces inside.
Okay.
Perception crits are nice.
Yeah, I must say though, generally a floorboard, like 6 inches wide. What type of survivors are in there? Like Thin Man survivors?
They could be
You'd be in a lot of trouble then.
There was like
They could be
more of
poly-
them, like
Yeah, I guess
You
so.
never know.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was just laughing. I
okay.
was just imagining like you prying up a floor, like you're tapping on the floorboard. Hello, hello. Like,
It's possible somebody like is afraid, so he will build a bunker under their basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just me. Just okay. Yeah.
Do you take the stuff?
I guess I will actually, and I'll pass it to Barros
Hey,
later.
you're
Well,
the
Barros is not with you.
you're the pack.
Later.
B, I'm not with you.
You're the one with the sticky fingers at this point, Go.
Okay.
You take it?
Yeah, I am.
Alright. That went well last time. Alright, good. Lessons learned. Okay. Barros. You're one. Okay, the cottage has locked shutters over its windows as you approach. You notice this. The door, which is also locked, has row upon row of ornate runes burned into it.
Oh, cool.
Dwarvish in nature. They look somewhat decorative, but what languages do you speak?
I do not speak Dwarvish. I speak Elvish in common.
Okay. You don't understand this language. It looks a little bit different from Dwarvish. It's not exactly, but it seems to be the base language.
Alright, I do two things. One, I shout to Erifror and I say, spotted some runes, they look a little Dwarvish to me, can you come have a look? And the second is, and I actually yell this to my party members as well, I'm going to, I've been meaning to do this anyways for the boulders, and now there's some reason to do this for something else. I'm just going to have a look in the magical realm and see if I can spot anything in this area. And I will begin the ritual of detect magic.
Okay.
I will take a look at the runes in the meantime.
What languages have you got?
Dwarvish and Common only.
Don't understand them.
Could be Goblin or Orc. They're both based on Dwarvish.
If it's Goblin, I guess Eryn would be able to read it. But I have a feeling it might be Undercommon. But maybe. I don't know. I've never seen Undercommon in my life. I have to go.
Pretty certain Undercommon is not Dwarvish based at all. There's no way that Drow's language would be based on Dwarven.
Okay.
Alright. So, Nalla, what do you do this thing?
I suppose she'd probably check this house, since she's just kind of going around the perimeter.
Okay, again, this residence seems to have already been ransacked and rummaged through. Nothing of interest in this one.
Okay, no goblins.
Roll me a perception check. Good to know. Alright. Erifror, what do you do at this point?
I'm not going to go in the house. In the meantime, I'm going to take a look at one of these stones in more detail than what we have been doing so far. I want to see if they're like, for example, claw marks to the side of the stones. Or if they're charred.
Well, first roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation check. Investigation. Right. Nope.
Okay. Now roll me a history check. Your background may pertain to this.
I have stone. If it's related to, I have stone cunning. If it's related
I'm
to
aware.
the origin.
I'm aware it's not related to that.
Okay. All right. History. Here we go.
Actually, yeah, roll it with advantage. Yeah, that's a good example of when it could be used. This is a good example.
History or
With
investigation?
advantage.
It's for history checks related to stonework, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool. Very good, very good. This
So
stone
and I
itself,
double. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Continue. Sorry.
you double your proficiency.
I'm considered proficient in it actually, so I get like
Plus
2. Yeah.
So it's an 18.
And so it's 18. Yeah.
So it's proficient plus advantage.
Yeah. So it looks like that.
Okay, so it's
Sorry.
18.
Yep.
Cool. Very This is a great use of it, actually. Okay, so these stones, like, obviously the stone itself you don't recognize. You've not seen this as that stone before.
On that.
No, he's giving me
Double
advantage.
your proficiency.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry. I was under the impression you gain advantage from the source. No, I'm not granting you
no.
advantage.
It's still 18,
Oh, okay, so
though,
it's
because
16.
it's 14
Yeah.
plus 2.
It's double your proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's double your... So it is 18
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
first one. Which, like, as I was saying, you've not seen the stone itself. But the nature of these attacks seemingly strike a bell with you. Because, like, you look around and the impact of these stones is very much vertical. It's not being hurled from, like, horizontally. It's not being, like, lobbed into over the palisade wall, right? That's the way that this impact kind of looks, right? And something about that strikes you as odd, and then you suddenly remember that there's a specific type of giant which uses aerial-based attacks from what are known as cloud castles. And one of the ways that they can attack things is they basically float over it and depth charge it with massive boulders, which this fits the ammo for.
Wow.
Cool.
You look up in the sky and you cannot see any cloud castles.
Yeah, that's your first thing.
Is it a clear sky right now? Is it a clear sky?
It's fairly
right now?
like there are clouds, but it's fairly clear. Yeah. It's also quite late, or it's in the evening time just now.
That is pretty badass.
That is cool.
I turn to I shout at Nalla and Eryn because I know that Barros is working, and I say, I think we have to be worried about the sky, and I tell them about the cloud castles and the giants and their aerial attacks.
So during the 10-minute cast, you like walk closer to us so that we can hear.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Not a good sign though, if you're fighting giants.
Detect magic you were casting, correct?
Yes.
Okay, the runes are not magical.
Okay. Although, now I have the information from Erifror, I'm less interested in the answer, but are the boulders magical? I was thinking they might be like a meteor spell or something.
No, these are not magical.
Okay.
That was also my
I also,
assumption.
while my detect magic is up, I want to head back to Morak Urgray's room, and I want detect magic the chest in his room.
Morak Urgray's room.
His office.
It is not Oh! The chest is not magical, no.
Is there any magical aura or any magical anything in that room while I'm there?
What's the restrictions of like
It's
passing
3
through
foot of
objects?
wood.
Uh-huh.
Foot of stone. I can't remember. There might be other things. Do I need to look it up?
This chest is made of iron.
Iron. Oh, I thought it was
So
a wood
what was
chest.
what was
I'll
what was the
link it.
lead quality?
I'll link it in just a second. Let me just find it. It's on my skill sheets, on my spells. It is detect magic. Detect magic is here. Okay.
It's a thin sheet of lead, so it cannot penetrate this iron.
It's there's a big difference between metal and lead.
Right, iron is still a heavy metal, though. Like, it's not as heavy as lead, but
So this
it's
thing
a
is
thin sheet of metal. Like, this is sturdy,
less than an
right?
inch less than an inch or no of metal? So I can do an inch of common metal is fine, but a thin sheet of lead blocks everything.
so it's made of lead, or the chest is greater than an inch thick.
Wait, what's the 1 inch of common metal?
Mm-hmm.
That would be the biggest, heaviest chest in
Yeah.
existence.
It might
if
be
it
that
was,
way, but let's hear it.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying
Would
that
be
would be
interesting.
unusual.
No, I'd say in this instance you could. It would work. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Argument 12-1. Okay, you get a sense of enchantment magic coming from inside.
Ooh. I'm now
It's
interested.
another enchantment scroll.
No, it's not. It's another. It's a rapier +1, of course. It's a cloak of blur. It's a shield +1. We're gonna find out.
I
So,
thought you need like rapier +5.
I need like a rapier +7.
It's not a weapon lock. It's not like a foot locker, so
okay.
It would not contain either a shield nor a sword at this size.
Cloak,
maybe a dagger,
a rolled cloak,
but
A bracer.
Oh my god!
A bracer.
So many good things.
Okay. When Erifror was actually no, can I take actions?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. And then Nalla would come down to where Eryn and the goblin are at, and Nalla would pick up the goblin and just toss the goblin over her shoulder. Yep. She would say, Eryn, come to the drawbridge with me. Let's raise it.
All right.
Okay. When we were like doing this, like talking stuff, I want to inform others that one goblin managed to get away. I hit him, but he went too far away.
Do we know
Only
anything,
Nolan
Sully,
was
about goblins and giants working together?
Good question.
Roll me a history check.
It's sort of common knowledge that goblins are kind of like the peons to just about every powerful-ish, more powerful race, right? Okay,
Goblins are an extremely subservient creature.
Right.
There are certain creatures which are always going to be like that. Kobolds are maybe a little more specific in their choice of masters.
Mm.
Goblins, for the most part, don't really care as long as they're treated well enough.
Mm-hmm.
It seems particularly strange. But these goblins, they seem to be messing around, right? So if they were tasked to do something, either they didn't give a shit about it, or they weren't tasked to do anything, and these are just goblins.
Yeah, it seemed a little opportunistic to me, is what I was getting at. It just felt
right.
Like, okay, the town's been decimated, the goblins showed up, they're playing around, like pumpkins on their head, they're playing on the bells, like they're looting whatever. I don't know if that sounds... I almost look very interested in the fact that, for the most part, there aren't a lot of townsfolk corpses here. I think we found 2 or 3 so far.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So they've probably been evacuated. It doesn't sound like coordination with the goblins. If the goblins were there and the townfolk to ride, there should be townsfolk who are dead, but not dead via boulders.
It's logical conclusion.
I think
let's get back to the
let's finish
the searching, and then
first.
when you guys come together, put theories together. All right, Erifror, what are you doing at this point?
I'm going to come to this hole here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm going to cast a light cantrip on a couple of pieces of rock. I'm going to throw the pieces of rock down the hole.
Boom. Nothing happens.
Can I see
the hole is now lit? It's only 5 feet deep. I mean, sure, that's bigger than you are, but you know.
It's 125% of a dwarf.
I'll jump into the hole.
Oh god, that's a huge leap of faith.
Shit, man.
You jumped down.
You can't laugh at short dwarf jokes. You can't do it, Gal. Gotta stay in character.
And you aren't even there to say the jokes. But
You just hear my voice in your head at this point.
And I'll start touching the hole, the insides of the hole, to see if there are any hidden
anything unusual.
walls.
An investigation check.
Any lettered spots?
Oh fuck!
Seemingly not very natural gravel-like face.
Learn to investigate.
Okay, Barros, we'll come back to you.
I'm still searching houses.
Which one specifically? Where are we going?
The remaining ones. I think we're down to 3. I think we're down to this one.
Well, you went back up to Morak's room, and then you just left it. So, come back down here.
I am. All I wanted to do was make sure, while I had Detect Magic up, I could have a look at that. So I want to continue searching the houses.
It's also this watchtower.
Okay, so which one do you go to?
I'll go to this one here.
All right.
The one just to the west of it also is uncleared.
Okay.
Okay. Mounted on the building's entrance is a a circular blue shield emblazoned with a stylized silverish white 8-pointed star. The north, south, east, west cardinal directions. Those points are longer than the northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Stylized compass you're describing?
The symbol itself you do recognize, and it was from the Argent Star Coster, which you noticed in Alderbridge.
Okay.
Which was a trading company.
Okay.
The door to this building, it hangs open, and yeah. So entering inside is 20 foot by 20 foot square store, and 10 foot by 20 foot side room. You kind of like look around. It contains storage shelves, and there's a bed of sorts.
What's on the shelves?
One second.
Okay.
Okay, most of this stuff has been pulled from the shelves, and a lot of it has been broken, including bottles, lamps, ink jars, spice jars, and crockery. But there are a lot of items which do remain intact. Basically, anything which is in the adventuring gear table, which is worth less than 10 GP, you can probably find here. So if there's something specific you want to find and take, then let me know. I'll tell you how many of them there are.
Do you mind if I do that in between sessions so I don't need to waste time looking that up and I can just decide for something under 10 GP to take?
Sure, we can. I mean, I can just rattle it off during the break if you want. Okay. Nalla and Eryn.
Well, Nalla's going to, ideally with Eryn, to close the...
You're both going to raise the drawbridge?
I follow Nalla.
You have the goblin on your shoulder?
Yep.
1 second. How long does it take? Okay. So it takes between 15 and 20 seconds to fully raise this thing. It requires a good bit of effort, but isn't too much trouble to get up into the correct upright position, closed. Okay. Good. All right. Erifror.
I will shout out of the hole and say, "Guys, I need some help out of here." I guess that's all I have to say, man.
Barros, you don't hear anything.
I ignore it. I'll head to the west and check out this building.
All right. Okay. Okay, so another one of the boulders destroyed the back room of this residence, and there are two more in the garden, seemingly some kind of like wheat or grain that's growing here. There's lots of stuff dumped on the floor, just very common type item sheets, plates, things like that. This building having been ransacked already.
Can I tell the time frame between the boulder crashing through and the ransacking? Is there clear from like the patterns of debris, like which happened first?
The boulders happen first.
Is it clear from anything else, dust, whatever, with how long the wait in between the two were?
No.
Okay.
There's no indication of that.
Okay.
It's not been super long. Like, there's no dust on the boulders or anything, but...
Okay.
All right. No, Nalla and Eryn.
Well, Nalla would put down the goblin and say, Nalla heard Erifror talk about the, like, flying... Yeah, she did. She was told about it down below. So she'd say something along the lines of, Eryn, I think this might be a good place to keep watch. If you keep an eye on the goblin also, then when we're done clearing the town for any other goblins. We'll meet back here, okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna watch the skies for
Giants.
anything.
Giant
If you see-
castles floating by.
If you see anything approach from the road or anything, make sure to shout or something. Let us know.
Sure. So and then like
I mean, the goblin would be up there
over
also.
here. And
Yeah. I don't know if you want to
Alright.
move the goblin there or.
That's okay. I'll presume he was with you just now.
Okay.
All right. Erifror, no help has come.
I will try to climb out myself.
An athletics check. Okay, good enough. Yeah. So you clamber out.
I dust myself off. I'll take a look at the. I presume these are fields and gardens, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how much weeds are there a lot of weeds now? They have grown out of the fields.
No.
Okay, so I tell everyone that I think this attack was rather recent. The fact that the fields are not overrun with weeds.
Well, I mean, you guys are not colloquial together, but you have that information, so you keep that information and then present it when everybody's together.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go look for Nalla and Eryn. I presume I don't know where they are right now, so I'll just look around.
Well, you can see Nalla. But, okay, Barros, where do you go next?
There. I did this one already.
Yes, you did. That was the one with the runes on it.
Got it.
You open it? I thought it was just
No,
look at the runes
I
and.
haven't been inside it yet. I'm going to this next one.
You haven't been inside. Okay.
Right.
So this was the one where the two goblins were playing with pumpkins on their heads. It is a pumpkin and squash patch. The cottage having already been looted, the door hanging loose. Thoroughly ransacked. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Eryn, Nalla.
Eryn?
I'm still waiting for everybody to finish their work so we can interrogate the goblin.
All right. Nalla.
Well, Nalla would have walked by Erifror if Erifror needed help, but he's fine.
Okay.
So she would go south and probably peer off of this southern thing and try and get as good a look at this at over the bridge as she could.
Okay, so the bridge leads upwards, and the part that's been broken is just missing. So, like, you could try jumping. One second. Let me describe it a little bit more detail. It's a 70-foot long, 10-foot wide sloped bridge, which connects the village bailey to the motte at the top. Presumably a falling rock has struck the bridge and destroyed a 15-foot long section of it,
Solid.
cutting off the keep.
Those of us not familiar with a Motte and Bailey, could you, thinking viewers in particular, could you describe what that is?
Okay. So generally it was a defensive position which was a self-made hill of sorts, and generally a keep was placed on top of it. And the base of the hill would either have been extremely muddy or have been a moat of some kind. And the bailey in this instance is the village, and the motte being the keep at the top of this man-made hill in the middle of this river. Okay.
Thank you.
Popularized, I think, by William the Conqueror
Because it
during
was really quick to make.
1,000 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, very easy to make defensive positions,
I
but
like
this
that
one clearly took longer. But anyway, blah, 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 blah. So it's a 15-long section of it, which is cutting off the keep from the village itself. The bridge is sloped, and it would require you to jump across to try and grab onto it.
Were you saying something, Ricky?
I was just saying that I like the name, William.
Right.
This is William the Conqueror, not William the.
I know about it.
Well,
The
I'll let
captured-
you choose. You guys choose your
the
own
captured-
adjectives, your own nouns.
Brand's bitch.
All right.
Okay, so
Um,
at the top of this is there like any? Can I see any like goblins or can I see any humanoids? Is the door to this thing over the bridge closed?
Roll me a perception check. Just 1 second.
That feeling when your whiskey's empty and you look and your beer's half full. You're like, yes. Just saying.
The doors are currently barred shut of the
Okay.
gatehouse. But above the gatehouse, you see the top of the keep. There is a flag flying, which is a purple color.
Mm-hmm.
But you see no presence of humans. But there is a small amount of smoke coming up from the keep.
Okay. Do I know if the flag is of House Nandar?
You'd have no idea.
Okay.
There
It looks civilized,
Like house coat of arms on the
The note.
The note.
There's no coat of arms on the flag.
Okay, got it.
Gotcha.
There was on the note, but not on the flag.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Barros.
All right. I've just been to the hut I'm in front of, right? So I'm going to the
Yep.
last of these huts that I need to clear.
Okay. We'll take a break in a couple seconds. Okay. Very suddenly, like, you open the door, and there is a cat kind of like thing, but it has wings sprouting out from its back. It's got an orange color. And it just 1 second. It jumps out and dives past you and heads north here.
Can I grab it as it moves past me?
Sure, roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Yeah, you grab it.
Cool.
Right. Since I have a hold of it, it's not running by me. Can I tell anymore what the hell it is? I don't know what a cat.
You've never seen a creature like this before. You've seen cats, and it looks like a cat, but it's got wings.
Okay, is my detect magic still up?
Yeah,
Is it
I'd
magical?
say so. 1 second. I shall tell you. It's not magical now.
I feel like I'm in a bit of trouble because if it's anything like cats that I know, when they're trying to run away and you grab them, they're not really
Yeah.
happy with you.
Yeah.
So, it's not magical. It's a cat with wings.
Familiars summoned with find familiar are counted as magical, right?
We spotted one with magic, detect magic last time.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
This is non-magical.
Hmm.
I don't know the creature though. I don't know how intelligent it is, and I say,
One of your party might, though.
okay.
So, yeah.
But they're not here, right? So I need to react
Right.
first.
Right.
Correct.
I grab it, and I hold it in front of me, and I say, "Stop for a second, and I'll feed you. No harm intended." And I'll see if it.
Persuasion check.
Okay. How is it that everything else, like I don't think I've rolled an 18 or a 15 or a 14 with fucking persuasion. It's always 2. Right.
We, as a
Better than
group, we
ours,
roll
though.
really badly for persuasion and
Yeah.
intimidation, generally.
All right, let's take a quick break there, guys.
All
All
right.
right.
Thanks for watching,
All right.
guys. We'll see you soon. I'm seeing the last part in just a moment.